everyone, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this braid. Lovely, isn't it? Yes, so I'm so excited to show you how I got this braid done. Hey, if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. I do post videos every week, so let's go in and let me show you how you too can make such beautiful wigs. All right. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, I already have my wig cap fixed properly on my mannequin head. Like my children will call it, mannequin head. So I'm attaching the box braid below the whole of this black area, of the wig cap. I'm going to be attaching single braids now, as you can see, and then I'm making sure there is space because we need space at the back. All right, as you can see, it's very scanty. Okay, and this is the way I attach my braid. Very simple, and I like it this way because I don't tie the knots. If I do, I don't like the way it comes out towards the beginning. So this gives it a firm grip, and even if you look in the inside, it's gonna also look beautiful. All right, I just use my crochet needle, attach the attachment, leave it like that small, and then I go in with the normal size, divide it into 3, 1 to 1, and the other one divide it to 2, and there you go, it's attached. Simple, right? And very easy to do. So we're just gonna go, like I said, we're going to fill up the whole of this black, in the black net area of the wig cap with our box braid. Okay, make sure you keep space, otherwise you're going to end up using 2 expression or 3 expression packets, and then you have a wig that is so heavy that you cannot wear. Okay, the whole of this braid I use 1 1/4. Okay, it's not up to 2 packs. Okay, of the expression. Alright, and it came out very beautiful. So make sure to space it. Alright, don't worry. When you do the braid on top, it's going to actually cover, the whole thing. Is not going to be looking that scanty anymore. Okay, this is a medium size, Bob Marley, as we normally call it. Okay, so I'm just gonna be going through all that. Okay, as you come up, okay, you reduce the space. Okay, far behind, you can space it out, but as you can see, as I'm going up, the space between each braids are kind of closing up so that it won't be too scanty when you're done with the braid. Alright, so fixing and attaching another braid. Okay, we are almost done with the black area. Okay. Okay, that's braid. Actually, I love doing this Bob Marley part. That's the easiest part of this week. It doesn't take much time. All right. Just go. My goodness. Okay. Still fixing. I love attaching my braids like this. Cool, isn't it? Alright, we are almost done, with the back and the middle side. And then we're soon going to be going into the braid properly. Alright. Braid. And don't forget to always, grease your hands with hair cream, so it doesn't get sore. Alright, for the front part, as you can see, I already ventilated the parted area. Okay, I'm usually very lazy when it comes to ventilation. I actually took a day to do this small one you're seeing there. I get bored, looking into those small holes. So I do a little bit of it on both sides, and the part is already there. So from there, it's going to start the braid. Alright, what we do now to attach the other hair is just to crochet, and then you add your hair, you tie the knots and you bolt. Yeah, that's it. If you're a beginner, I advise you either use a concealer or something to draw the lines where you want the braids, so that it will help you direct the way you attach the hair for the braid. Alright, the first wig I did, I had to do that with my concealer and my brush, angle brush. But as you go, you just use your eyes and do the calculation. Alright, so back to attaching the hair for the braid. Okay, it's just the loop. You put the quantity of hair. If you're doing a smaller braid, make sure the hair you're fixing is smaller. Okay, I'm doing a medium size, that's why you can see that it's a little bit big. Okay, alright, so we'll keep putting. Okay, bring it out on the other end and tie it. It's like a knot, So I'm going to do that till I get to where I want the weaving to stop. Okay, just keep fixing. And what I do is that I just pick out the hairs and keep. So I just pick and attach, pick and attach. That way it makes the work more easier and and sweet to do, Okay, if you don't want the hair to get tangled up, that's that. So we're ready for our first weaving braid. Oh yeah, so I'm taking just a small one. The same thing, divide into 3, and then I'm just going to weave like 2 times, and then I start attaching. Now this is not the regular Ghana braid. Okay, so you don't cross, you cross like this. I'm just using this hand to secure it while I weave it, and then you bring it back. Okay, you bring it back. Once you're done, you bring it back. And then you attach another hair immediately. Do the same thing, bring it back, attach another one before you keep weaving. So it will not come out like the normal Ghana braid where you see the hairs you attached, okay, but it's going to come out like a small braid, starting small and growing big, okay, and no one can actually see where you added the hair. I love the style, it's amazing. Okay, and the braid comes out so beautiful, you see, from small to big. Okay, we just keep weaving until we get to the end of the place, the end where we ended the attachment. All right, and then you do the normal braid down and make sure the length is same as the back. Okay, for the back I cut the attachment into 3, and for the front I cut the attachment into 2. Now you have to be very careful so it doesn't go longer. So when I was doing the adding, okay, I used the 2 in the beginning part, and towards the end of the braid I used the cutting 3. Okay, that way it's not too long, and it's looking quite normal, and the pencil mouth came out beautiful. Alright, so we're just repeating the process. Okay, you add, bring it back, add another one. I'm just using this hand to secure it. Okay, so you see when I weave, I bring it back and then add another one. It's quite simple. If you already know how to do Ghana braid, this will be a walkover. Okay, this is the upgraded Ghana braid. Okay, and it's beautiful. I love this one. I think I'll be making this one from now on. It's amazingly beautiful. I like the outcome. Really looking lovely already. Oh yes. So alright, so I'm just repeating just in case you didn't get how to attach the hair, the first one. So I'm just repeating it now. Use my crochet. Make sure the holes you're making are not too far apart. Okay, just small. You pick, you add your hair, you do the loop and you tie it. Okay, you just put it. You can also use the crochet needle, but I don't want the hair to scatter, so I just use my hand, pull the other side in, and it's all done. You just do it like that until you get to where the braid is supposed to end. Okay, so that's what we're going to be braiding on. As you can see, this is not a full crochet, a full frontal with hair. So that's how we make the hair as we go. And now the reason someone will be asking, why do you need to ventilate? If you don't ventilate, the front won't be looking this beautiful and natural. Okay, it's going to be looking lumpy and disjointed. But when you ventilate, the beginning part of your braid, it gives it this natural look. It's as if you did it, the braid on, a real hair, a frontal with hair. Okay. Okay, a real, closure, So there we have it, the hair. And then we just go ahead and start braiding. Okay, or before you braid, you have to comb it to remove some hairs that are excess so that it doesn't become a problem. Okay, so we're doing the normal. You weave 2 times and then you add your first hair. So you're attaching Ghana braid, but you don't cross it over, you bring it back. Add another. Bring it back. Add another. So we keep doing that all the way down. Actually, it's quite simple. The first time I saw someone making this kind of braid, I was like, how is she doing it? And I thought to myself, maybe I'm going to struggle, when I'm doing it. But it was quite easy, I must say. Okay, if you already know how to braid, it's gonna be simple. The only thing is that don't add it, the way you add. You just remove your hands and bring it back, and the braids comes out beautiful. Love it. I'm loving it. Alright, so we are going to be doing that for the whole, the whole front of the hair. Alright, and so that is how you make this kind of braid. It's simple, right? Amazingly simple. Go on again. Cannot imagine all you went through just for me. Ooh, what have you not done for me? My own strength failed me. Friends and family turned their back on me. Lord, you stood by me. You never let me down. My own
strength failed me. Friends and family turned their back on me. Lord, you stood by me, never let me down. Jesus.
Oh wow, we have the last one. I had to do them off camera because if I had to do all of them on camera, I'm sure it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm trying to make the video as short as I could possibly do it. Alright, okay, so just doing the normal braid, and I hope this one is a little bit closer so you could see, you know. Try to film this one outside. Okay, you bring it back, you add another. Alright, you leave, you bring it back, immediately you add another, you bring it back, you add another. Okay,
everything is incomplete without you.
Before you knit, bring it back, add another one. Oh, we're almost done. This bread is looking yum 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 yum. It's looking so beautiful. Can you see that? You see what I was saying about the front? Because we ventilated those patterns, it's looking more natural, like we did the braid on, you know, a full closure. Alright, whereas it's handmade. Okay, alright, so that's that. Yay, we're done. So it's time to trim the hair. I'm gonna be trimming off camera and then put it inside hot water, and we are good to go. So guys, this is the final look. See you next time.